Hi everybody and welcome back. In this video we are taking a break from the heavy and dark stuff and we're going to spend some time on gossip and speculation, or basically those things currently in the mainstream media. Now, where shall we start? Let's start with this. Cardi B won her defamation case against Tasha K, a YouTuber. Tasha has now been ordered to pay Cardi B $1.5 million in damages for calling Cardi B, in inverted commas, a professional, if you know what I mean. I know little to nothing about Cardi B and nor am I interested to know anything about her. Up until a few days ago, I only knew she was a rapper of sorts, and I'm not interested in rap. But seeing that this is news, I went and spent 5 minutes reading headlines and basically found that she has some criminal charges against her for assault, among other things, and that some of the lyrics she performs are not exactly befitting a relatively decent human being. In one rap song in particular, she sings about, in inverted commas once again, wet cats and their diets. But anyway, that is not why I'm talking about Cardi B. Because Cardi B has now won a lawsuit against a YouTuber, a certain clown by the name of Bozo thinks Cardi B and Megan should get together. And Cardi B agrees and tweeted that she should get together with Megan. Well, many people are now speculating that Megan will indeed take a leaf out of Cardi's book and sue Murky, Yankee, and Taz. Well, my dears, here is the good news. I don't think so. I don't think that will ever happen, and here is why. Tasha K has over 1 million subscribers. Okay, I see it's dropped to just below 1 million, but never mind. She also has other platforms and endeavors. So Tasha K has a bit of money and therefore likely able to pay that 1.5 million Cardi B was awarded. Unfortunately, neither Murky nor Taz nor Yankee has that kind of money. So even just from a financial point of view, it would not be worthwhile for Meghan to sue them. The other reason is that Meghan Markle will have to prove in court that Murky, Yankee, and Taz lied about her, and in doing so, she will have to reveal, with receipts, a little too much about her life, and I think that would be the last thing she would want to do. Ask yourselves this: why has Meghan not sued Piers Morgan, Lady C, Neil Sean, and other bigger names and celebrities yet? Why hasn't she sued someone regarding the stories about the births of her children yet? It is my opinion that Meghan Markle has too much to hide and thus cannot afford the risk of exposing the truth in court, whatever that truth may be. Okay, moving on. The stories, or some of the stories I told you about the Harkles' time at Tyler Perry's mansion, are surfacing yet once again in DMs, blinds, and on Twitter. Some of it contains information I have already shared with you, for example, bad behavior towards staff, etc. But now there are other juicy pieces being thrown into the mix, and whether this is true or not, it is already out there in Twitter posts, on Instagram, and in blinds. So we are completely within our legal rights to talk about it on this platform as well. According to an anonymous post, Meghan was not happy to live in one of the suites of Tyler Perry's mansion, even though one suite in the mansion is as big as your average home. But no, siree, she wanted the entire mansion to herself. It is also said that she wasn't happy with Tyler Perry's decor in the mansion, and that she asked for additional security and screens to be set up. The post, however, reiterates that it was Meghan Markle's treatment of staff which was the final nail in the coffin for Tyler Perry, and that he eventually had to pay compensation to a member of staff who resigned after 16 years of service. Okay, and then there is another anonymous post of someone whose friend works in the PR department of the US Tennis Open. And according to this friend, they received an email from Meghan's team stating that she wishes to become involved in the promotion of the US Open and that she is prepared to give a speech at the next tournament. And to top it all, to do a documentary on the US Open, as she is such a great lover of tennis. Oh my word, we know she is or was buddies with Serena, but we are yet to see Meghan with a tennis racket in her hand, and she just does not come across as the sporty type to me. But I guess it is again all about Catherine, who is now the patron of the Lawn Tennis Association. Meghan's whole world seems to revolve around how she can get one up on Catherine. Now, that is, of course, if this is true. But talking about Serena, can anyone explain to me how or why she's joining Harry and his boss on a talk about how taking a break is good for your mental health? Anyway, I think that once again, this is not exactly a topic Harry should talk about. What has he been doing but take a break here and there and everywhere the past 2 years? If indeed taking such a long and so many breaks was good for your mental health, then Harry must be the healthiest specimen on earth, and we all know that he isn't. I also see that the Sussex squad is now going after poor mild-mannered Richard Eden of Eden Confidential. Yes, the poor man appears to be their latest target. They are saying that he is obsessed with Meghan and a physical danger to her. Well, my friends, that is indeed slander. I really feel it is time someone makes an example of one of the main Sussex squad members, because not only is this slander and defamation, but it is also manipulation and scare tactics. And although I'm not advocating for slander, defamation, or bullying, I really do not want any of my friends and colleagues and co warriors to be bullied into submission by the likes of the Harkles, their PR, and their buddies. We have rights too. And this is where my video turns into a rant. So log out or go watch something else if you are not fighting fit today. Spotify has apparently hired or designated a team to assist Meghan in producing podcasts. Now, why? Why is she afforded the privilege of being provided a whole technical team who are likely to come up with ideas for her podcasts as well, when other struggling but talented artists are being paid far less than her and have to come up with and produce their material all by themselves? What makes her so special? Her title? I was under the impression that titles meant nothing in the United States. But my question is, who is helping young people of all races who are trying so hard to earn a living? What Spotify is now actually doing is they are taking away from the poor busker at the subway station and giving to a woman of white privilege who lives in a 16-bathroom mansion. They are turning their backs on the student who is hoping to earn a few dollars to support himself and giving to a woman who is already in her 40s and living in luxury. I put it to you that Spotify is elitist and biased and does not give a damn about their subscribers. And I, for one, will never pay a subscription fee to watch or download anything from Spotify. And talking about being supported and protected, where is Samantha Markle's second book? You know, the one she said will be more honest and contain more truth. Yankee Wally supported and stood up for Samantha against her critics time and time again. So where is Samantha now? Why doesn't she stand up for Yankee Wally? And Mr. Markle Sr., where is his documentary? The one he was supposedly busy with and in which he was going to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Mr. Markle is the one person who most likely knows the truth about his daughter more than anybody else. Yet he is allowing her to continue lying, continue harassing and defaming ordinary citizens, the royal family, and a whole country. This is not right, not fair, and as her father, he needs to step up. You created her, Mr. Markle. Take some responsibility and hold yourself accountable, even if just a little. We are not asking him to make things up. We are asking him to be truthful. Speak up about the lies in the Oprah interview and speak up about everything else she lied about and even the things she told the truth about. Do it for us, do it for the royal family, and do it for your daughter. Because if there are things we are assuming about Meghan, which is not true, then we need to know that too. And Prince Charles and the royal family? Do not tell me he or they are not aware of things Meghan and Harry said and done. I'm not ignorant and nor am I stupid. The royal family have aides, media liaison officers, and the whole MI5 and 6 to their disposal. Yet, what do? What they always do. Keep quiet, stay silent. Yes, my dears, they are silent while their citizens are being harassed, bullied, and manipulated. Yes, Yankee, Daz, and Murky are British. But does any of the royals care that they are being threatened, hurt, and harassed? No, apparently not. Instead, they still expect their citizens to bow and curtsy to these lowlives. And yes, come for me, I am calling them lowlives. If Lady C can call the Harkles scum, I can be more polite and call them low lives because that is what they are. They are scheming, lying, manipulating, threatening, begging, lazy, shrewd, but dumb low lives. Staying in a mansion does not make you classy or decent, and that goes for mansions and castles in Britain too, and not just in Montecito. Tell the truth, royal family, and if you would like a list of questions that we have, I shall gladly compile one for you with the help of my dear subscribers. We from around the world and the Commonwealth are sick and tired of being lied to and sold out in order to disguise the wrongdoings of members of the royal family and the elite. If Charles cannot tell the truth about Harry and Meghan, how can we even expect him to tell the truth about anything now or in the future when he is king? How can we ever trust him if he chooses his mentally deficient son and his lying, scheming wife over his country and his people? And if he cannot control his own child, how can he control or lead a country? There is also such a thing as lying by omission, and that is exactly what the households have been doing up until now. They have been asked certain questions, and I know they have because I'm one of the people who posed some of those questions. But to date, although I know they are aware of my correspondence, they have chosen not to respond, not to me or anyone else. And why not? Because they do not care. They feel superior and are of the opinion that we should just suck it up, suck up whatever they choose for us to hear, whether it is truthful or not. I'm putting it to you today, and please take note. If anyone is ever hurt because of Meghan and Harry's conduct, I will hold the royal family responsible because they could have put a stop to this a long time ago. But instead, they gave and allowed Harry and Meghan to have more power by allowing them to keep those titles and by leaving them on the royal website. Okay, my friends, for now, this is it from me. My dedicated workspace has still not been sorted out. My grandson has to start his schooling in earnest again, and his study area is still in disarray. But hopefully, we'll make progress over the weekend, and by next week, my sound issues and background noises will be something of the past. Thank you for spending time with me, and until we meet again on the next video, bye!